Izenda's report creation capabilities are robust enough for those familiar with the data model, database relationships, and query language to thrive, as well as simple enough for those who are less technically advanced and want a more streamlined report creation experience. This video will cover the concepts surrounding simple data sources, simple mode, and quick ad hoc customizations offered by Izenda and geared toward users with less technical prowess. The level of complexity can be molded on a role, user, or tenant basis to make creating and customizing visualizations as simple or complex as required for any user base. We will explore simple mode concepts in this video while also putting emphasis on differences to advanced mode and how even simple users can have access to more advanced design features if needed. From a role and tenant setup perspective, simple and advanced users can be shaped at the data model level all the way down to features and functionality. One of the more explicit flags that can be modified to make this distinction is the Data Sources option found in the Permissions tab of both the Tenant Setup and Role Setup areas of the Administration UI. Here, a system-level or tenant-level administrator can make the choice as to whether the tenant or role that is being modified will use simple data sources or advanced data sources. Additionally, through this Permissions tab, access to various features and functionality can be controlled to restrict a role's ability to create custom reports or dashboards, control sharing rights, and much more. Major differences between advanced and simple mode can be best observed using the Report Designer. An advanced data source user will interact with the Data Sources tab much differently than a simple data source user. In advanced mode, when data sources are selected, the list continues to show any data sources that user has been granted access to, even though relationships between data sources may have not been established. This opens up the potential for an advanced user to create custom joins on the fly to join data sources together in creative and meaningful ways. However, more simple users of the system may not be familiar with how joins work, what logic to apply to a specific relationship, or understand the underlying data model and just want to interact with data they know will work. In simple mode, a user can select from the list of approved data sources and subsequently be presented with a condensed listing of data sources relevant to what was already selected. In this case, we have selected the Orders table and are only being presented with data sources that have a relationship to that Orders table. As we continue to select data sources, the list will grow as more relationships between data sources have been brought into scope. Simple users will not have access to create custom joins as they will never have an instance where they would have selected data sources that would now require a new relationship to be created. Also, on the features level, this specific role that we have logged into has been designated as less technical and thus has been limited to only creating a few of the available report parts within the system. This role only has access to the grid and chart visualizations for the data that they selected in the data sources area. When we select one of these report part types, the tile will flip over to reveal the design real estate with drop points for the selected data. The designer capabilities offered for each report part is, once again, fully customizable to fit any role. Now for this role, there is a very limited offering for customizing fields, filters, and the entire report part when compared to what is offered to a more unrestricted role or user. In this case, when we drop a field into place, the Field Properties panel will show on the right side of the screen. The simple user has access to rename a column, select a function for that field to respect, adjust formatting style, change column width, alter sorting order, or add sub and grand totals. These are the essentials to customizing fields to fit a specific use case or organize data in a meaningful way. However, if the requirement or need exists to utilize more tools offered for field customization, such as adding drill downs to subreports, or other aesthetic or functional enhancements, the user can utilize the More button at the top of the Field Properties panel. Pressing this button will reveal a vast number of additional options for customizing the field and allowing for true personalization of the report. This More functionality can also be observed on the report part level and while adding filters. Each panel can be expanded to show additional functionality associated to whatever is being currently edited. On the report part level, there are options to maybe change the chart type that is being displayed, or alter various basic aesthetics within the entire report part. When clicking the More button, the user would then have access to a wide range of additional functional and visual customization options for the entire report part. For filters, the simple user would only see a slightly reduced listing of functional customization options in comparison to the normal or advanced mode. In this case, selecting the More option reveals a cascading flag, sorting options, and data types and name data associated with that filter. Simple mode is how iZenda assists end users without the technical prowess to quickly be engaged with a more complex business intelligence platform while still allowing them to create and customize data visualizations and reports effectively and efficiently. For more details on Simple Mode and other features geared towards more simple users like Quick Edit, feel free to visit the iZenda documentation or watch additional best practice videos to learn more.